Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? This is Kathy Hampton, and welcome to Journal with Me. It is 7 p.m. on this Sunday. We do journaling on Sundays at 7 p.m., and I'm grateful to have you stop by and journal in community with me. So, if this is the first time that you've run into the channel, welcome. Welcome to Journal with Me. I appreciate you scrolling through YouTube, or someone has, let you know that you could find me here on Sunday evenings. I appreciate it. So, what we do here is we journal in community, and we spend some time on a particular. Well, first of all, we usually um, journal in free flow, whatever comes to mind, whatever needs to be downloaded, whatever is in your heart or in your mind. Um, we we put it down on paper, using a pen or any other writing tool. And that is the way we journal. Some people want to type. You can do that too. There are no rules. Um, the purpose of actually having these sessions is to encourage you to formulate a good habit. Journaling is a really great tool to gain clarity, self awareness, self observation, reflection, as well as creativity. And we do all of that here in a group session. And we spend about 20 minutes on that free flow writing session. So if this is something that you think you like, please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that, as I'm trying to get more subscribers to help my channel and to help me, as well as ring the notification bell. You'll be made aware of when I upload a video or there's a live session or video live stream going on. So welcome, and welcome to those people who continue to watch and to engage on Sundays, as well as Tuesdays and Thursday mornings at 7:30 a.m. So thanks so much, Sarah. I appreciate you for stopping by. Good evening to you. And hey, hello, Danica. How are you from Marrakesh? Oh my goodness, I am so honored that you would spend time with me on a Sunday night in the Journal with Me community from Marrakesh. That is awesome. I hope you're having a great time. I have seen pictures, and I should not say I wish or I should have, but I wish and I should have made a way to go, but I will be there. I've that was a pre-pandemic planned trip for me. I had tickets, I had accommodations and everything. I'm gonna get to Morocco. Thank you so much for joining us, Crystal. Thank you for joining in also. Yeah, you made it on a Sunday. That's good. You're taking a break. You're taking a break from your other activities. I hope you were able to relax a little today, Crystal. I really do. Yeah, so we are going to get started. I'm going to do something a little different today because this week for me, one day that I could not attend um, the uh, the Thursday session at 7:30. I um, I had somewhere to go, and I should have. I thought I was going to be able to do everything in the morning before leaving. Timing just did not work out, so I left a message and did a little video that I hope you all were able to get the affirmations and prompts to. But that experience that day, and then another day, I'm trying to think of what day that was. I believe it was on Friday afternoon. Was it Friday afternoon or Saturday? Maybe it was even, it could have been even Wednesday evening and then Thursday. There are some things that happened that just made me, um, I believe it was gratitude that I felt. Yeah, it was gratitude more so than anything else, and discernment that took me to believe in this gratitude that I constantly walk around and say thank you for. Tell the universe thank you, God, thank you, thank you. And so today I wanted to really talk about and focus in on gratitude. And the way that I'm going to talk about it, or have this discussion with you all, is basically based on a method in which we journal in gratitude. Um, a, a lot of people have gratitude journals. I, at one point, kept what specifically a journal for gratitude. But now I use gratitude as the beginning of my journaling session. If I have, spend 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the morning journaling, or whenever I decide that I journal, I always end up putting thank you at the top of the page. And I don't necessarily specify what it is that I'm giving thanks for, but I believe that the universe knows that what I am giving thanks for, uh, the universe knows, I believe, but it is important to specify. Um, and the reason why is we'll talk about that later on. But there are some steps, and I'm getting this information from a place called A Greater Good in Action. I actually found this when preparing for a journaling workshop. And so I want to read some tips that they give about journaling. And the Greater Good in Action is taken from the University, uh, what is it, Berkeley, UC Berkeley in California. That's an organization that they have, and they have all types of wellness and other other things that they study and promote. And this is one of them, about gratitude journal. And why do we want to give thanks, or express gratitude, or document gratitude? Because that's what we do in a journal. Well, my personal perspective is that giving gratitude is giving thanks. But what does it do for me? What has it done for me? What it has done for me is it provides me an energy that is like no other when I am counting my blessings. And by counting my blessings, I am I am uh, saying, "Wow, thank you for this, thank you for that, thank you for the other." I am grateful to have. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful to have a sound mind and body and spirit. I'm truly grateful that I get to have all of that, my faculties, so that I can continue to be on this journey, on this path that I've been born into, my birthright. And I am grateful for that. And when I think about all of this, when I really hone in on every experience, or experiences that I have been that have been afforded to me, no matter what I may have thought of them, good, bad, or indifferent, I am grateful for the experience. They are the lessons that I've learned, and they have helped me to move forward in my life. And uh, I believe in moving forward through storms, through good weather, through whatever comes my way. And so that is why the practice of journaling gratitude is a great thing, I believe. Before I get started anymore, I want to say hello to everyone who's come through. Hello, C Temp. Hello. Great to see you again. Having you here. Yep, I think that's it. And Crystal, yes. Me too. I'm finally going to Isla Mujeres in June. I'm a year behind the Vicarians. It's hey, nope, nope. You're right on time. We are right where we're supposed to be. Wherever you are, what time you get there, you are there because we are supposed to be there. So we're going to talk about these tips about gratitude, and then we're gonna do that work and see how, even if it's evening. I hope you, if you've done your gratitude already this morning, let's do it again. there's not too there's not too much gratitude that can go around. So let me tell you what happened to me on, I'm gonna say Wednesday. These are the little stories that I'm going to tell you about and why I'm so grateful for all that I have within me. Wednesday, I was I was able to pick up a rental car, and I just picked it up so that I could use it the next day. I had to pick it up by a certain time so that I could use it the next day. And I get it, and I think to myself, well, I might as well use it and let me run a few errands. So I did some errands. I went and got myself, a manicure, pedicure, because I hadn't had one in about a month and a half. And so that was fine. I did that. And then I went a couple doors down and had something to eat. While eating, a woman who I actually saw from a distance coming into the restaurant comes in, and she speaks to me, and I spoke to her. She orders her food, then she comes down and surprisingly converses with me again, and then asks to sit down and sit with me. And I said, okay. I allowed her to sit with me. I said yes. We talked for a little while, and she is very inquisitive and she wants to know a lot about me. And then I decide I need to know about her. So I decided to ask her a few questions about her. We were pleasant. But in my mind, in my gut, it was really more than a gut. It was in my back of my head. And this is when I know that somebody is speaking to me. Inside, it comes from inside out, and it's usually back here. I've heard whispers before, and it kept on saying, the voice kept on saying, she's going to ask you for a ride home. She's going to ask you for a ride home. It happened maybe about 4 or 5 times that voice inside of me said that. The 5th time, maybe 5 minutes after that voice said that, she says, excuse me, you wouldn't mind giving me a ride home, would you? And I quickly said no. I said, no, I won't. I cannot do that. And she said, oh, she was very surprised because I had been very pleasing to her. I was conversing with her. It was no problem. We sat and ate a meal together. It sounds strange, but this is how this happened. And people have from time to time in my comings and goings in the world, really, have asked me for many things, directions, whether I knew certain people, not knowing me, stating that I look very familiar. This happens to me as well as my daughter. I heard a thing about people with round faces. People with round faces are usually spoken to or engaged with because they have friendly faces. A round face is very pleasing and people feel comfortable. I don't know. This lady marked me and thought she was going to, get a ride home from me. And I told her no. And she did have some heavy shopping bags with her. She was, I don't know. I told her no, and then we parted. I finished eating. I said no. And the reason why this has to do with gratitude is because I I am somewhat of an empathic person where I give a lot and people can feed off of people that way, and I've had to learn about myself. And so she what I was pleased with and gave gratitude for was the fact that I've been practicing boundaries, and I was grateful that this was, I wouldn't have said yes. I wouldn't have said yes to her to drive her home, but it was just how it happened. I was so grateful for, and I was excited and pleased with myself. Um, that I didn't think about it. I just said no, no. But the thing that really got me about myself was that I knew something was going to come up, and I knew exactly what the question she was going to pose to me was. So that's one thing that I was grateful for. The other thing was the next day when I did the video for affirmations and a prompt on Thursday morning. As I get in the car that I had rented on my way down south on Northeast Corridor, and the car started acting up. I couldn't accelerate over 60 miles an hour. So getting onto the freeway, yielding into traffic was really scary, especially when there are big trucks that I had to try to get in front of. And it was scary. I stopped and got some gas. Then I started saying, I think I'm going to pull over and I'm going to call for roadside assistance and they can come and give me another car. Well, before I could do that, a light came on and it was the tire pressure. One tire started deflating. I got off the freeway, of course, got to a place of safety and was able to contact the roadside assistance. I got a new car and carried on. But it was how that happened. It was like back to back. It was just something inside of me that I was grateful for. So whether it be something big, something little, whether it be something odd, there are things that you find. I was grateful today because I got out of the house because it was a great day and I was able to go to a movie for the first time in a theater that I wanted to see. I saw Chevalier. If you're interested, I'm a movie buff and I love film, and I was able to see that, and I'm grateful that I was able to get out and do that. But there's always a reason why there's something to be grateful for, a sign of appreciation, a blessing that has been given to you, or you'll find in these tips that I'll tell you tonight before we start journaling, and I'm gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Is that there are things that you might want to subtract, take away, something that you're glad that did not happen in your life, or an event that you couldn't attend, or an event that was canceled, that you're grateful for. So let's start with these. The first one is this is as you write. These are tips on how you can write. There are no rules, and I want to really specify this because people think that this is a big hoity-toity exercise in self-development or wellness. It is not. It's very simple. But here are a few tips to write about, or how to write. for gratitude. Be as specific as possible. Specificity is key to fostering gratitude. Um, for instance, here's one. I'm grateful that my coworkers brought me soup when I was sick on Tuesday. Okay, that's something specific. Number two, go for depth over breadth. Elaborating detail about a particular person or thing for which you're grateful carries more benefits than a superficial list of many things. Get personal. Number three, focusing on people to whom you are grateful has more of an impact than focusing on things for which you are grateful. So, focusing on people to whom you're grateful for has more of an impact. Number four, try subtraction. This is what I was just talking about, not just addition. You know how you count the blessings, you start adding and you have, like 50 things that you're grateful for. What about thinking or considering what your life would be like without certain people or things rather than just tallying up all of the good stuff? Number five, see good things as gifts. I think this one is really a good idea. Thinking of the good things in your life, such as, we are all gifted with something, gift of gab, gift of, being able to run fast. I don't know, gifts or talents. We know what they are. Um, our gifts, and they are really good because people give us things also. We have been blessed with gifts from family, whether that's through our lineage or whatever. Um, so being grateful for our gifts. Savor surprises. Try to record events that that are surprising. Like the other day, that was surprising, as they tend to elicit stronger levels of gratitude. Those 2 days, those two events for me were surprising. Revise if you repeat. Writing about some of the same people or things is okay, but zero in on a different aspect in detail. So if you're constantly writing about the beautiful flowers you have outside, in your garden, over and over again, think of maybe try to think of something different, because we have so much to be grateful for. And then write regularly. So write those regularly. So it's anecdotal, but there is evidence that this writing gratitude really provides, and I know this for myself, a it provides a um, it provides an energy for me. I feel energetic when I say thank you. I feel it's happiness. I feel happy about all of the things that I have been given to me or I've been blessed with, or the gifts that I find that I don't even realize when I think about it. Um, and like this discernment that I have. This is becoming more and more this gut feeling, this feeling in my stomach that something great is going to happen, or something does happen. So these are all of the tips that I want to share with you about journaling, gratitude journaling. And now let's get to it. I have spent a lot of time talking, which I normally don't when at first. So if you were just getting here, oh, okay, I see Black Artivism is here. Hey, glad to see you, Black Artivism. Good to see you. So we're going to spend 20 minutes, and we you can write about gratitude. You can write about whatever is on your mind. You can plan something. You can create whatever you need to do to download from your head and your heart. Um, that's what we do here. And I'm going to set the timer and we'll get started. Okay. So just start right now. All right. And I'll be back shortly and we'll move on. And I forgot to say, check in with yourself. What's your weather report today? I almost forgot that. I hope everyone is doing well. And for those who don't know what the weather report is, it is just another way of saying, how are you doing? Checking in to see if you are good, if you are not so well, if you are sad, if you're happy, if you're frustrated. What emotion are you in? Are you cloudy? That's what I'm talking about with the weather report. And just as our weather changes around us, so do our emotions, our moods. And we move through it, through those times, the best way you can. And I'll talk a little bit about that after journaling. All right. So if you are in a good place to stop the writing, moving your pen across the page. If you want to continue, please do so. This is your time that you set aside to journal. So depending on whether or not you wrote it about gratitude or not, I hope that those tips will expand your gratitude practice. Yeah. Um, I came across this probably about 3 months ago, and I know that I'd been mentioning it from time to time that I would go over these tips with you, and finally I have, and they've actually broadened the scope of my gratitude writing. So I hope they are helpful for you as well. So, does anyone have a question or a comment, or if you journaled about gratitude, can you put a Y for yes? If not, that's okay. Just kind of see what's sticking, what's working, so that I know how to lead or facilitate. The other thing I wanted to do, I not necessarily okay, great. Sarah says yes. Black Artivism says yes. C Temp yes. Okay, cool. I um I wanted to reach out to you all and ask you if you had any affirmations that you'd like to share with the group. Um, I pull affirmation cards on Tuesdays, Thursdays, even Sundays. But I thought, I wonder if anybody else wanted to share an affirmation that they have, come across, or an affirmation's affirmative thought, a positive thought. It's an I am statement. Um, and if you have any that you'd like to share, you can do that also. I did before coming on today. I decided I was going to do the gratitude journaling um, tips, and also I went through this book, The Cosmic Journey Oracle, and this Yannick Silver is the guy who writes in this book about journaling prompts, really. And then he has cards, and his cards are really very pretty, the illustrations. And so I decided I was going to go through to see what may resonate with me and hopefully resonate with you. Oh, okay. Crystal, she's my favorite right now. My favorites right now are I am worthy of rest. Oh, yes. I will thrive doing less. Oh, I love those. I love those, Crystal. Yes. Yes. Very good. Okay. And Black Artivism says, I am happy for the abundance of goodness that is present in my life. Awesome. That's great. Yes. And that's gratitude. Yes. Also, I am happy for the abundance of goodness that is present in my life. Awesome. I am too. I am too. Yeah, I like that. Worthy of rest. Yes. It is perfect. And I don't know, Crystal, if you want to share what you do, but when I see you on Instagram, I am just like, she has to have a lot of energy to do the work that you do. Um, I mean, we all have lots of energy, but the work that you do is so, yeah, it's, how would you describe it? Let me ask you how you would describe it, Crystal. If you don't mind sharing, you don't have to. I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but you do some really good work, and it's in leadership. It requires a lot of work on behalf of so many people. Yeah, so it's very important. Well, I think it's very important work. Yeah, you saw me while we were on strike fighting for pay equity. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to make it, make it count, to make it, it counts, but to actually see results, and the results that you want, and the results that people look forward to. So it calls for lots of energy, physical, mental energy. So I applaud you for it. I really do. So I was a union social media creator. Wow. Was. Oh, that's serious business. The social media creator. Wow. But I'm a psychologist who should be in the classroom teaching great graduating seniors. Oh, bless you. Oh, wow. So it's like you have two heads, thinking two ways. You're split, as they say, a split mind. Yeah, yeah. That's yeah. So it's time for you to go to Mujeres, Las Mujeres. Yeah, it's time for you to go, Crystal. I'm we're gonna we're gonna we're gonna send you. Let's send Crystal to Las Mujeres. Yeah, yeah. Strike was 6 days. Okay. All right. So, all right. Well, I want you to consider this. It's card number 21 of the Cosmic Journey. It's card number 21. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know. I'm going to have to read it because my light is shining on it. And that's a picture of a mirror. And it says, polish your mirror for perfect clarity. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. And I'll read what he has to say. Everything you see around you is a perfect reflection of where you are on your path. Yes, everything. Our material universe is designed to be a symbolic likeness of what is created on a spiritual plane. Your relationships are a way to see into this mirror. Think of the relationships you cherish and characteristics you adore in certain people, such as your heroes and mentors. The good news is that these same aspects are in you as your golden shadow. The reverse of this also is true. The most difficult aspects of certain people are the aspects of yourself that you haven't embraced or seen fully. This card calls for you to become more honest, for your actions and words to always reflect your true self. By doing so, you become more of a clear mirror, and your relationships will reflect even more peace, joy, and contentment. Remember as well that relationships are not just with other people, They are with food, money, alcohol, work, etc. And the question that's asked, in what ways am I pleased with what my mirror is reflecting in my life? And in what ways am I seeing turmoil, frustration, and chaos? So polish your mirror for perfect clarity. We know the song. When we look in the mirror, I'm looking at the man in the mirror, I'm looking at the woman in the mirror, looking for clarity. Yeah. There's a there's an exercise that, oh, I forget her name. I have the book right behind me. It's called the high five habit, where you go into the mirror and you give yourself a high five and tell yourself, you are great. You are, you're going to have a great day. You are powerful. You know, you're right on time. You give yourself, you pump yourself up and you give yourself a high five in the mirror. So you're basically saying that everything is okay. You have to get to that mirror. So it's an interesting concept you do on a daily basis, almost like journaling. It's a practice. And has anyone heard of that? High five habit. I could actually go and get that book behind me. But yeah, I think that journaling calls for us to be be honest and open with ourselves, including maybe things that we don't like to talk talk about ourselves. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Crystal, you said I've got the tickets to Cancun for June 18th. Okay. That's good. I'm glad you're on your way. See, you're on your way. That's good. Very good. Okay, Crystal, you hadn't heard of that book. Okay, so yeah, and so I just wanted to put that out there. It's something that I chose. I just picked out something that sounded interesting to me. Polish your mirror for perfect clarity. In what ways am I pleased with what my mirror is reflecting in my life? So I'm feeling pretty good about what I'm looking at when I look in the mirror. Um, and in what ways am I seeing turmoil, frustration, and chaos? I'm not seeing turmoil, frustration, and chaos anymore. It feels good too. It really does. There are some questions that I have about not necessarily me, but just like circumstances. Like I'm not clear about what's going to be happening in probably the next 3 months or so, but it's okay because it's going to be okay. And so I and I can actually laugh and smile about that because I know that I feel real good about my path, and there are things that you can choose to do, and there are things that you can solidify, or make arrangements if you don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm being patient, and yeah, so I feel good about things. How are you guys feeling? I noticed that Crystal, you actually put in the comments that you were feeling a little, I don't know, you're tired. So your forecast was, or was it a little cloudy because you're tired? Yeah, yeah, things can be really hazy when you're tired, um, and that's just a state of, of being tired, being exhausted. Sundays are a good day to unwind. Um, Hi, BB. Are you new to journal with me? Welcome, welcome to you. Um, yeah. So where was I? I'm getting ahead of myself or behind. Hmm, doing too much. I think. Yes. Oh, dreading the packing still to go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've got to actually start that too. Who's decluttering besides Crystal? Yes, I'm dreading the packing that's still to go. Yeah. Well, the packing and the decluttering. What I realize about it is that it's almost ongoing. um, when you get to your destination, um, you may, after a number of days or weeks, still have to, the stuff that you brought, you may have to declutter or organize or something. So it's an ongoing process. Um, C temp, I was exhausted today, but I was able to fit in a nap. Now I'm self caring until Monday morning. Okay. Very good, C temp. Yeah, I understand. I was exhausted yesterday, actually. I I slept for most of the day. I didn't do a lot of things that I said I was going to do. I wish that I had done, but it's okay. I'm glad that you were able to rest. And in fact, Crystal put in her affirmation about worthy of rest. We are all worthy of resting. We put a lot out there. We put a lot of energy out during the weeks and on the weekends. We I know that I feel better if I just sit still or take a quick walk and then come back and then be still. I really do. Sarah, hey Sarah. Sarah says the fog is lifting, gaining clarity, feeling more aligned, optimistic. Good. That's good. I'm glad, Sarah. I'm glad. Yeah. So true. I rested only today as well. Yeah, we got to get that rest in. It's so hard sometimes to settle ourselves down. We are so used to doing and doing. And not necessarily work. It could be anything. Could be stuff at our homes that we're just, we're trying to do, or in some other environment, checking up on people, or, um, there's lots that we do. So good, Pamela Jones. Pamela, hi Kathy. I'm newish to your journal with me. Lives. I'm moving later this week. I'm in the midst of many, many, many boxes. Okay. Thankful for what's on the horizon and nervous about the uncertainty. Well, I wish you well. It's Are you excited? Are you excited about it all? Are you excited, Crystal, about that Cancun ticket on June 18th? I hope so, Pamela Jones. I hope you're excited because, see, we talked about it last week. I think we talked about being inspired. Yeah, I told you about the little book that Kirsten Brown wrote. Yes, right? Um, yeah, so she wrote a book called So You're Inspired. Now what? And the now what is the action you take after you've been inspired. So you guys are doing it. So, and that's the exciting part. The inspiration gets you, all kind of jazzed up, You feel like doing a happy dance. You're like, oh, that sounds so good. I think I'm gonna do that. And then you start thinking about it and you're like, oh God, it's gonna take me a lot of work to do that. You stop dancing. But you've been inspired. So now what? You gotta see it through. Yeah, you gotta see it through. So this is great. Journal with me. Yeah, live, and you are doing that. And I'm sure you made plans. You've written it down, Pamela Jones. You've written these plans down about what you're going to pack, what you're going to throw away, what you're going to give away, what you might sell. The whole thing with those boxes, what size boxes. You're doing all the work and you're thankful, yes, grateful, and that gratitude will give you the energy. So that's, to me, I believe, excitement. That's excitement. Then another week touring and seeing sights. Yeah. Okay, Crystal. See, yeah, you're excited. I'm spending a week in Playa del Carmen. Very good. Okay. Another week touring and seeing sights. Now I have to do that. What do you have to do, C-Temp? And D, stillness. What's that in relation to with stillness? Okay, great. You're very excited about the move. It is well with my soul. I love it. Love to hear it. Absolutely. I love that. Stillness. Okay. Yes. Yes. I hope Crystal has a blast. And wherever you're going and wherever your destination is, Pamela Jones, we all wish each other well. We hold each other up here. And whether it be resting, whether it is finding the clarity that we need to move forward so that we can have a clearer vision of where we want to go and how we want to get there, whether or not you need stillness in order to find the clarity also, and to think. And yeah, no matter where you are, wherever you are, whether you are at your home, at an event, at a if you are somewhere in between, take the time to express gratitude, to look at yourself clearly, and check in with yourself, but also take the time to get clear on whatever it is that you need clarity about. Yeah. Um, and discernment is so important. As I found out last week, it comes from the gut. It really is spirit, God, or the universe talking to you. And pay attention. You hear about Maya Angelou. Oprah Winfrey's talking about Maya Angelou says that you get a sign, you get knocked in the head, or you get a little pebble falls on you. And you don't pay attention to the sign, and then it gets so you don't listen, and you end up having to have a brick, upside the head to listen as to what is coming forward. Well, yeah, discernment really does speak to you in whispers, and then it gets a little louder. I've experienced all of the all of that before, many times actually. So now I'm really good at listening to the whispers. So yeah, it is something. So be kind to yourself, be still, and listen to whatever you may be feeling, hearing, and move forward. I'm glad and happy for you all's transformations. You know, we transform on a daily basis. We change and make changes in our lives. And I don't know if you all were able to, those people who are and who are maybe part of the Vacarians, Stephanie Perry's group, if not Exodus Summit, who may have heard uh, Nirel speak. I wish I had her that talk, but it was really good yesterday. Talking about, you know, almost like sabotaging yourself. Let me see if I can find it, because I don't like to be wrong about these things. Um, I'll get that for you. It's a YouTube video that was live yesterday, and it is called Get Out of Your Own Way. So, yeah, sometimes we have to get out of our own way in order to see what's ahead of us. You know, there are a lot of things that keep us stuck in one place, and usually it's fear or doubt. And that's what was expressed yesterday. But it was it goes beyond just those things, those things about fear and doubt. It goes a little deeper, and that was on Stephanie Perry's channel. Get Out of Your Own Way by Nirel. So I encourage you to look at that. Yeah, Becoming Nirel. Yeah, she's good too. Yes, she is. Yeah. So um, I am kind of rambling right now. I don't know how to end the sessions, but I think that I hope that you were able to get something out of the gratitude journal tips. Um, and I hope that the other journaling prompt that I gave you about looking in the mirror, polish your mirror for perfect clarity, was resonated in some way with you. And I appreciate you all coming and journaling with me. I was able to get a lot done on my gratitude journaling, expanded version of it. So I look forward to seeing you back here on Tuesday at 7:30 a.m. I will be here journaling with you again. And I want to say thank you, Sarah. I want to say thank you to Crystal. Thank you, C Temp. Thank you, D, over there in Marrakesh. You should be sleeping. What time is it over there? It's almost probably 1 o'clock. Are you still awake? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, wow. We got, you guys are, it was with, oh, France ears. Okay. Okay. I thought that was Nirel becoming, okay. Escape nomads. I'm just jumping in. I'll make sure to hit the bell. Okay, yes, please do me a favor, like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. We are a community of journalers, and we support each other. And because you know, when there's more than one person, when there's even more than two, um, good vibrations are needed to keep us all in good spirits. And I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad that the prompts were good. And thank you for your affirmations, Crystal. And that is, we are worthy of rest. Yes. And Black Artivism, thank you for yours. Also, I appreciate you. Yeah, the mirror card resonated with me. I'll be thinking about it this week. Okay. Marilyn B, very good. So, oh, Fran, how does she pronounce? I don't know how she pronounced. I saw that, but I got out of your own way yesterday. Yes, Marilyn B. Thank you for that. So, I'm gonna say good night, wherever you are. Good day, good morning, especially if you're in Marrakesh or somewhere in Northern Africa. I appreciate you for stopping in, and I am excited to be meeting up with you again on Tuesday morning at 7:30 a.m. And until then, keep journaling, write down your thoughts, download 1:16 a.m. Oh my goodness. That is amazing. D. All right. I guess it's the time difference or something. Something's going on over there, that jet lag. Um, but yeah, Marilyn B, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. And I will, again, I'll see you um, on Tuesday. Take care. Love to you all. Have a good night. Good day. Good morning.